In the wild, where there are no rules and justice, each representative of the animal world survives as best he can. Some wait in ambush to grab the cub of any larger animal and drag it away. Others wander in search of weaker predators to take away their prey without much risk life in battle. Others are forced to adapt to all these dangers and somehow adapt to survive. In this issue, we will just look at the most exciting animal battles. An osprey bird, an excellent hunter, and a big fan of eating fish. The bird hunts, circling over the surface of the water and looking out for prey. Sometimes temptation and greed prevail over the predator, and he grabs a fish that is too large, which he can hardly pull out of the water with great difficulty. Here the bird has attacked a large trout and is trying to lift it into the air. And here are a few more moments of the osprey hunting for large carps. The spectacle is very impressive. And in these frames, a pair of antelopes with a newborn calf were attacked by zebras. What caused this behavior of zebras is not clear. Zebras can attack cubs of their own species when, for example, a new male appears in the group. But such behavior cannot be explained. Fortunately, antelopes were able to fight back and take their baby away. It is a well-known fact that monitor lizards have an incredible sense of smell and feel their prey hundreds of meters away. Besides, they run quite fast and can pursue their prey for a long time. This rabbit tried to escape on a pole in the hope that the monitor lizard would not get to him, but the claws of this predator perfectly allow him to climb trees. The daily routine of the warthogs is to constantly run away from various predators, who are not opposed to eating a fat boar. This warthog was lucky to get to his hole, and he already perfectly knows how to park in reverse, because he has to do this many times a day. But in the case when the warthog does not have time to reach the hole, it is a foregone conclusion. And this brave mongoose, having got out of the hole, found 3 huge lions, located to rest on its territory. The brave animal, without thinking twice, rushed to predatory cats, trying to bite its nose with its teeth, or bite its paw. The lions did not expect such courage from a small animal, and the mongoose was lucky that the lion did not risk a bitten nose for such a tiny prey. And in this video filmed in India, the mongoose easily deals with the cobra. Thanks to this feature of the animal, some keep them as pets instead of cats. And sometimes such friendship is very beneficial, because poisonous snakes in India often crawl into gardens or houses. And here a pack of hungry wolves, feeling their numerical superiority, attacked a huge bear. He is trying his best to save his prey, but the wolves still forced him to retreat. You probably have not seen such a confrontation before. The rat attacked the dove and in a fierce fight, preventing it from flying, damaged the wing. The dove tried to resist for some time, but was still defeated, and the rat dragged him to his lair. Here is another similar case. A rat clinging to a dove does not allow it to fly. This deer with her baby somehow ended up on the street of a small town. The animal is frightened and does not know in which direction to look for the forest. Besides, domestic animals are interested in the forest guests. The cat follows the deer with interest, and the mother does not see her as a serious threat. But a dog that happened to be nearby fell under the hand of a furious mother who decided that the dog was a danger to her baby. A pack of wolves is capable of overcoming even the largest prey they can meet. On these frames you can see how the wolves hunt bison, The pack surrounds the herd looking for the weakest individual, while the bison act in a coordinated manner, closing young and old individuals in the center of the herd. But at some point, the herd succumbed to panic and fled, which was what the wolves needed. They immediately separated one bison from the herd, clinging to it from all sides. One old experienced male from the herd hastened to help him, who wanted to disperse the wolves, but missed a little and helped the wolves. Another example of the desperate defense of their babies. The duck saw a seagull circling above them in the sky and prepared for defense. The seagull fully felt the fury of the feathered mother. And only when the seagull ceased to show signs of life, the duck left it. After some time, the seagull came to its senses and hurried to get out. Here is a great example of how a food chain is built in the wild, where each link can also become food if it does not give in. The leopard overcame a large gazelle and is trying to quickly drag it to the tree so that food competitors do not run into it. To his misfortune, the hyena-like dog saw a huge carcass, and soon its relatives ran to this place. The leopard had to abandon prey and watch from above how they dealt with his food. But the dogs did not rejoice for long either. 2 hyenas arrived in time for their fuss, frightening the dogs, and soon 2 more. Then the dogs realized that they would not even have bones left. And on these terrible shots, the marten found the squirrel's house and easily got it out of there. It remains to ask the designer of this house why this cover is on top. The squirrel succumbed to the temptation to touch new technologies and was eaten, but would have remained in the old reliable hollow and would have been alive. Martens often chase squirrels, although catching them can be very difficult. And finally, according to tradition, another mistake of a hawk with a chicken coop. Again, it turned out that the chickens were under the reliable protection of a rooster, who immediately oriented himself in the situation and saved the chicken from a predator. The hawk did not expect such a rebuff and greatly regretted that he looked into this chicken coop. Friends, that's all. Support the video with likes, write your comments, which confrontation surprised you the most, and we went to prepare a new episode of Animal Battles for you. Bye everyone.